as you can see, right over here, it says Bullet for My Valentine, which is what we're doing. Yeah.
Venom. Now,
Or V, according to Spotify.
yeah, it's a new album. 2013
Was a tragic.
brought the album Temper Temper that we had a lot of fun reviewing.
I remember fucking dancing to that shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you should watch that review. That album, it was seriously, still is one of the worst albums I've ever heard in my life. And, you know, we have been, at least back in the day, major Bullet for My Valentine fans. Like, they used to be one of my favorite bands. And I still kind of have a soft spot for this band when they do things right. I feel that Venom does things right.
Yes. Most
Not
definitely.
perfect, but
But
where it should have been. You know? What'd you think of this album?
I genuinely really like this album. I went in with very low expectations. I mean, after Temper
Yeah.
Temper, it was like, and they said, "Oh, we're at another album." I'm like, "God, Jesus Christ!" Now, when they put Raising Hell out, which was over almost I want to say almost a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah,
It
it
was
wasn't
long
long after. It was the same year. It was like the end of 2013.
I thought it was like early 2014.
I think.
It was either the end of 2013 or early
One of the
2014.
two.
So it's
'Cause
almost
I
2
remember
years.
it wasn't long after Temper Temper because everybody was all pissed off that that album sucked.
Yeah.
And then they put that song out, and we're like, oh,
So that
Okay.
you can still do things.
stuff. Yeah.
And yeah, and so even with that, I was kind of like, what if they keep that and it's like the album's some weird half mix between Fever and Temper Temper? I'm like, is that necessarily better? And you know, I had all these existential questions when this album came out, and then you know they released No Way Out, and I was like, oh, song's pretty okay. And they put out what was the other one? If You Want a Battle, Here's a War. I'm like, oh yeah, another song is pretty okay. And then when I finally listened to this album, it's like, this whole album's pretty okay. Like, it's probably, this album, in my opinion, probably sits somewhere between, like, The Poison and Scream Aim Fire. Like, I'd probably say it's better than The Poison, because The Poison sometimes is a little too whiny for my taste. But Scream Aim Fire is, like, you know, it was my favorite Bullet album. And so, and they do, as Tyler said, they do some things right on this album. This album is heavy. This album is loud. And, you know, it's good that they're writing these kind of songs and like this kind of album again. You know, with the songs that I mentioned, a couple other songs that I really liked was, I did like the song The Heart of the Heart, The Harder It Breaks. The song's okay. And also probably Broken is another personal favorite song that I had. And like Army of Noise. Like, these are like, you know, this was definitely what Temper Temper should have been. Possibly even what Fever should have been. Like, because Fever was kind of where they started to kind of go off the rails a little bit. There's still some good stuff on there, but this album's good. The only thing is that, like, it's good, but it's almost too late.
Yeah.
Like, if this album had come out when Fever came out, which Fever came out in, like, what, 2010?
Something like that.
2010, 2011 was when Fever came out.
We're all
I get reminded that every day at work.
holy shit.
I get reminded every day at work. But
I remember when that album came out, how excited I was for it.
yeah,
Holy shit. Wow. Alright.
but like if this would have came out then, this would have been like, wow, this album's. I still don't think this album would have been as good as Scream Aim Fire in my opinion, but this album would have been so much better, just because it's like, wow, you know, this album's pretty heavy and it's got, you know, some cool parts. I thought I think it's Broken. Broken has like a breakdown in it that I really liked, and it's like, yeah, this stuff's cool, like, and it's what, you know, you would kind of want to hear in a Bullet album, and it's just, like I said, it's just really good. I actually really do like Matt Tuck's vocals on this album. I think they're really good.
Yeah.
His screams are awesome because I think they were there, but they were absent a lot on Temper Temper. I think I don't remember much from that album. I put that behind me, so I'm going to assume that might have been there, but probably not. And like it's got like the cool old school Bullet kind of vocal harmonies too. Like No Way Out is the example that I think of. Raising Hell, that chorus to me sounds weird, but I like it. Like how it's only harmonized for like half of it. I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. And then yeah, this album's crunchy. It's got balls to it, something that not even Temper Temper could say. And then yeah, I like this album. I really do. But its success is mullied by that we know how far down into the depths they can go. Like, I don't know, like, the fact that, like I said, this album would have came out in, like, 2010. Boom! This album would have been fucking amazing, but... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, compared to Temper Temper, this album's like a fucking masterpiece. Temper Temper is the stinkiest of stinky shits. This one is, shining bright compared to Temper Temper. But I was pleasantly surprised by this album. And just from the start, it starts off right. And it just, Temper Temper started off with, I don't even know the song, but it started off with, a fucking riff. I don't even know how that riff goes, but I remember there being a riff. And I'm like, okay. And then it just down from there. And so you're kind of like, you don't want to say anything, and you're like, I don't know if this is going to go right, but then it goes to the chorus of No Way Out, and you're like, yeah, this is cool. I love, it's not the most mind-blowing thing musically, but I just love that verse, and I love that riff that's there, and I love that fucking chorus, and that chorus just gets back to what Bullet for My Valentine kind of used to do, where they had, Matt Tuck's playing his chords, and fucking Padge is doing some cool lead over top of it. And that's how it should be. And boom, there it is. And I love that chorus, man. I enjoy that whole song. And then it gets to Army of Noise, where the chorus is kind of fucking thrashy, and it's like, yeah, like, whoa, like, what the hell happened here? With, like, Temper Temper sucked ass, and now you're not sucking ass. What's going on here? God. But then, you get to probably the most... Whether... I don't think it's the best song on here, but it's by far the catchiest, which is You Want a Battle, Here's a War. That chorus is just unfucking believably catchy. And it will get stuck in your head forever. And it's really... It's kind of cool sounding. Like, I love the whole kind of chant vibe that they got going on there. It works, and it's cool. I like Broken. I really like Venom. I think it's a really, really good title track, and it's overall just a solid song. Not every song on here, I think, is good, and I think the second half of the album kind of loses it a little bit, but it's not awful. And there's 2 tracks from the deluxe version that I don't understand why they aren't on here, on the standard version, which is Raising Hell and Playing God. I think Playing God's a pretty cool song.
Is that the one that's a demo? Like, they had, like, a demo version of some song?
No.
Because on Spotify they had, like, some demo.
Yeah. But, yeah, I wish those 2 were on here, but anyways. I feel it would have made it overall better. Matt Tuck sounds fucking how he should on this album. His screams sound good. I always think that Matt Tuck has really great screams. It's just a personal opinion, of course, and some fucking death metal guy out there is like, what are you saying? Like, why? Fucking Homie Bob and fucking brutal death metal band. Listen to him, and he screams. I'm like, yeah, his screams are good, but this is different. Just saying. His cleans are very. They've gotten so much better. When you listen to The Poison and then you listen to fucking Venom, it's night and day difference in my opinion. And I just thoroughly enjoy his voice. Bullet for My Valentine, when they do things right, put a smile on my face. Just because of, I probably would not be the person I am today, musically, in musical interest wise, without this band. I used to know every single goddamn Bullet for My Valentine song on guitar. I could play all three of their albums from start to finish, most of them. Maybe not Fever, because, bittersweet memories. I'm not learning that shit. But it's like, when it comes to playing guitar, like, I learned so many of their songs, solos and everything. They were a huge influence on me. And I listened to this band, and then this band broke me into a lot more heavier bands, you can say, like Trivium and August Burns Red, and then from there it just goes. This band is important to my musical journey, so when they do good, it's like, yeah, I like this. This isn't the greatest album, this isn't going to be the album of the year. Fuck, this probably won't even be in my top 20 at the end of the year. But you know what? It's a solid album from start to finish, where the songwriting's good, the riffs are good, it sounds good, the vocals are good, the drums are good, everything is good. And when they put it together, this is a good fucking band. And, they shouldn't try to just appeal to the radio. Fever came out, and you heard Fever and Your Betrayal on the radio all the fucking time. And then they tried to capture that success to, keep on going, but they don't need to do that. They can grow in popularity by doing what they do best, and that's writing good metalcore music. And I just find this album to be solid. Say what you will, but I like it. I don't think, personally, I don't like it more than Fever. When Fever gets it going, man, I really fucking like Fever. Like, I find the fucking title track to be awesome, only because that fucking verse is fucking hot.
That verse,
I love it. I love, like, Your Betrayal, even though it totally rips off of Killswitch Engage. But, I really like that album.
For Mercy.
Yeah. Or even, a couple of their slower, more melodic songs. Like, I love the song A Place Where You Belong. That's a cool song. Dignity is a cool song. But, Screaming Fire is up here. Yeah, and the Poison, I have to be in the mood for the Poison, because it's good, but it's just super fucking whiny sometimes to me, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's just, certain songs just don't go so well, like Tears Don't Fall. But where's Tears Don't Fall Part 3?
Fuck. What if they did it right, though? Like, they did it like... Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if they could do it right. I don't know if that's possible. But,
Yeah. Anyways.
Alright, I'll do my fucking shit.
Do your fucking shit.
Do my fucking shit. I would give this album a 7.5 out of 10. It's like it's a good album. It's like an average album. It's not the best thing I've heard. It's definitely not the worst thing I heard. And it's a pretty solid album. So, 7.5 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for me. I like it. Oh my god, is this really the... Yeah!